The average spend on a landline and broadband bundle here in 2017 was €59 a month. That's almost €708 a year.
Yes, that's what the regulator Comreg found out when they did a survey on broadband usage last year throughout the country. Today we're joined now by former Royal correspondent, right now consumer journalist, Sinead Ryan, who's here to tell us how we can save, tell us which ones we should pick as well, and looking at the different bills and the effective plans which suits different people. Yeah, Sinead, it is very important because, you know, everyone, well, I shouldn't say everyone, but most people use broadband these days.
They do. Well, if they have it, they certainly would like to use it. Now, we were talking about Kate's little bundle. Of course, we're all into bundling our broadband and our TV. I just had to get a fine word in there.
What a lovely segue.
Poor Jonathan's outside trying to come back.
Broadband is one of those things, you know, to me, I think it's as necessary as any utility we have. It's as necessary as gas, as
these days,
you know, electricity, as water nearly. So it's very important. And of course, we're conscious that there's very many people around the country who don't even have the luxury of basic broadband, never mind the high speeds that we're going to talk about now. There's dozens and dozens of providers in this market. It's a huge market. That means it's great for consumers, and yet here we are, the third most expensive in Europe.
How are we the third most expensive?
Look, you know what? It's the same old argument. We're prepared to pay.
Okay.
We
and
just
we don't
are.
change.
And we don't switch enough. And this is what this campaign, the One Big Switch, is all about. We don't march with our feet when it comes to changing any utilities, but particularly broadband. The digital data stuff, phones, it's so easy. A lot of people do feel, you know, oh, there's a big, I have to change my phone number and I'll have to get a new computer and all that. No, you don't. That's all changed now. You know, you might need a new modem to stick on top of your computer.
But that's it. They'll do that for you.
But they'll do it for you. They send it out. I've changed twice in the last 2 years.
Have you?
And it was very straightforward.
Okay. And One Big Switch, the whole thing, as you said, is to get more providers in so you can get better deals. That's the whole campaign.
That's it.
Yeah, and I think one of the problems more, particularly of the countries where we are, say, we don't have the fibre broadband, so we're kind of going on the satellite, and you won't, or you mightn't change because what if the reception isn't as good with the next one?
Okay.
Well,
That's
the
one of
only
the
thing
problems
about
of the
that
country.
is there's a big move afoot. I know fibre broadband is everybody loves it and it's the way to go, but in the future, I think everything will be on satellite. It's just the satellites will improve and they'll get better at it. So I think while companies are busy laying down broadband and fibre optic cables and all that, I'm not sure that in 10 years' time we'll even be on that
Very
conversation.
interesting.
Yeah,
Very good. Because we're praying for the fibre broadband at the moment.
No, they just have to get them up there and make sure they work. You know?
Okay, we've got various, I suppose, compilations of bundles and different things like that. So we want to start here now.
Yeah, so the first thing you have to work out is, look, am I going to bundle everything together or is it one at a time? So some people might be better off keeping everything separate. Some people having the dual play, which is, say, the phone and the broadband, the triple play, which adds in mobile phone, and then what do they call the next one?
What's the next
You're
one?
got a quad play, and that's going to be including your television as well. And of course, not all providers offer that.
Great. So
the first one here that One Big Switch have come up with is the phone and broadband. So this is the dual play bundle. It's €40 a month. They have found this offer with Air on this occasion. It's a 12-month contract, and Air are giving €100 cash back at the moment. So that brings that, instead of 480, it brings it down to about 79.
And what's the €100 cash back, Sinead?
That's a sign-up offer. So that's going to be for people who make that switch and sign up.
So
for
they'll
it.
have €100 to spend, kind of.
Exactly.
They'll have €100 credit. They won't actually get the cash.
€100 credit.
Yeah, but that's
credit
great, though,
on
isn't
it.
it? You know, to run.
But bear in mind, now there's two things to look at here. With all these, first of all, you are signing up to a contract. So 12 months is your minimum spend. So when you're checking out the price of any offer, make sure you cost it over the full 12 months. Okay. Now, for the broadband only, if you have your phone sorted and you're in contract for that, don't break the contract. Stick with the broadband only. At the moment, DigiWeb has a great offer through this scheme. It's 12 months again. It's 12-month contract, and they have so these introductory offers. So it's $24.95 for the first 4 months, and then
is that unlimited now?
Unlimited downloads. Yeah.
Now
that's good though for that, because if you buy a little,
data.
sometimes when you buy the little things, you know, you plug in, you can pay that much money, 20 a month, and a very limited amount.
You can. So these are unlimited downloads, high-speed broadband where it's available, which isn't down to the individual company.
Is DigiWeb all around Ireland?
And DigiWeb, again, a lot of these offers are available everywhere. A lot of them are not, and they are restricted depending on where you live. If you go into Comreg's site, comreg.ie, you will be able to find out.
That's
where
probably
these
your first step.
Yes.
Check with Comreg where they are.
And say if you have a 12-month contract, Sinead, and say if you're getting it for 50 quid, for example, will that contract then automatically roll over?
No, you'll normally get a notification to say that your contract is coming up to an end and what do you want to do. Usually that takes the form of a phone call from a helpful call centre operative to say, oh, what can we do to keep your business? Sometimes it is worth keeping aware of when that is. If you go for billing, e-billing or whatever, you'll see that coming up. Some of these contracts, while they are 12 months, some of them are 18 months. Be careful what you're signing up for.
This one is 18 months, actually,
This is a triple, so the triple play one, which is your landline, your television, and your broadband bundle. This one is with AirVision. AirVision is the television offering from Air, okay? So what's attractive about this one, not for me, but for others, is the sports bundle that comes with it.
Right.
It's very, very popular because Air have the rights to lots and lots of sports at the moment. They also have a thing called Study Hub. This is great now for junior and Leaving Cert students, and it allows them free classes and tuition on all the Leaving Cert subjects. I've heard from kids, it's really, really good.
These are all online tuition.
It's online, it's completely free if you have this packet, and it's very, very good.
Parents watching now would be very interested, could save their money on grinds and all that.
Yeah, and that bundle includes unlimited Ireland and UK calls on your landline, unlimited calls and unlimited data, which is the key thing. Now, just look at the price here, because you're going up and you're getting your television as well, it's obviously going to be more expensive. €50 for a year, okay, so that's very good, and then it hops up to 91.
Can you just take that for
the
the
last
year,
6 months?
for the 12 months?
Not on that particular bundle. Now, do Air offer one for a year? Yes.
But you won't get it at that
But
price.
One Big Switch have got this deal that locks people in for 18 months. So it's unlikely, I have to say, 4 providers have hiked their prices in the last few months. These costs are not going to go down anytime soon. So if you find a deal you like and you're happy with it, lock into it, you know.
Well, you know now, because you'd obviously watch these things all the time. Thank you, as always. OneBigSwitch.ie is where you can check those deals out there. And Sinead, as always, thank you so much.
Sinead.
And thank you for, you're talking about dual providers. Thank you for being a dual provider for us today, Sinead, in your royal hat.
Pleasure.
And now your consumer hat. It was lovely.
If we did the piece in the kitchen, we could have to try one.
Yeah, all you need to do is cook and
They
you'll be
never
done.
asked me for
Then,
the
oh,
cooking
listen,
one.
Next week.
Shame on them.
I hope Kate's watching now. She'll be lying up in bed
listen,
now
she'll
with
be
her
there.
newborn. She'll want the
Baby,
best broadband bundle, won't she, to call all her friends?
No baby there, what you going to call? Arthur. I'm back in Arthur. That's what you said.
Yeah, you are, definitely. You
It
probably
is.
win too.